Undefeated.
Let's talk, man. Let's talk. So
Daniel Dubois, Vada. So what's Daniel Dubois Vada situation?
So
is there a Vada situation?
It's not that, but it's like something was added to the chat this week that wasn't there before, and it's done a little not damage, but it's made you go, that's interesting. So KD, that's gonna have it. So KD from 258 Management, he tweeted this week. He goes, "Yo, when is Daniel Dubois gonna sign up to the Vada program? We're waiting." And I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean the Vada program?" And naturally, speculation goes, "Well, he has looked good in his last 2 fights, seemingly out of nowhere." It's nasty work.
It's horrible.
Nasty work.
It's really because this is why I would say it can't be, because what was holding Daniel Dubois back wasn't a lack of power. It was a lack of the connection of what my power does with who I am as a person. It was a mental block. So, but then at the same time, when we're fighting high profile, we all must sign up to Vada testing. That's got to be because everyone that's had to fight AJ, when the Vada testing gets involved, Big Baby Miller, or there's other people that have fallen out. There was one, was it Hellenius that was meant to?
Dillian.
No, but there was one before. There was one, Dillian fell out. Dillian's one, but then Dillian bust case. He was a bit mad. But there was one, remember, someone else, Hammer. Someone took the fight after thingy. Someone took the fight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dillian and Hellenius. And then Hellenius was there as well.
So now I understand, because some people, I saw people get onto AJ's team and say, see, at it again. This is what they do. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Them kind of throwing their weight around and throwing around vicious accusations. You know what I mean? Because it forces people to ask certain questions. But now with heavyweight boxing, this is the right thing for. Can you put your jumper on? Yeah. This guy, I was thinking, how long is he going to commit? And I wanted to be a bad mind friend.
And just leave me there like that.
I want to be a bad mind friend and just leave me there like on some. This guy's cold as bro.
Is he going to give man a little break to get this video?
All right, there you go. Back in the room.
Man. You know what I'd say though? It's one of the ones where it's like, if there's gonna be a fight, where you're gonna experiment with the with the narcotics, it's gonna be the AJ one, bro. Because the amount of bread that's available to you if you get the dub, different league. So it's one of the ones that does raise an eyebrow, but I didn't jump off the ledge with that feeling and accusation. It's just one of the ones you look back, because somebody quickly provided receipts to say that he has signed up to the Vada program for those fights. So there's no talk.
There's no what you call it, but I think it's clever. I think it's clever from both sides, and it's clever for the level of transparency, because straight away he just said, "Look, this is what I'm on." As soon as KD asked the question, he said, "Yeah, we've done it. Everything's fine." But sometimes some people will do that just to make sure, because KD's forced their hands in a certain way. He's saying, "Oh, they're taking long." Nah, we're not fighting. We're fighting soon.
Act right. Because
go and act right. I'm calling out in front of people. Go and act right. Go and sort it out.
Yeah, and also what that means is, if Dubois happens to pop dirty in this fight, there is no room for any type of excuse, because we had to chase you to sign up to the program. You understand? Nothing can go wrong on a molecular, cellular level as far as these testings go. Now, I'm not saying that something will. I'm not saying that there's likely chance.
No, but I hear what you're saying. But then from the short space of time in terms of sharing the hotel and all this stuff, you never know. But I'm saying from what you get about Dubois is you do get that vibe of this is an honest pro. But you never know. With boxers, you can never know. You can never truly know until the science is there. But what I do get is just
genuine guy.
That genuine, dedicated.
I would never accuse him of that. Do you know what I'm saying? But in this sport, when we listen to Eubanks Senior's interviews and quotes stay in my head, you know.
Yes.
I don't know. He's one of those rare people that has that impact where it's like he
Yeah.
says a thing. If something comes up, immediately I go straight back to when he said what he said.
Yeah.
He said the team around the fighter sometimes are responsible for things.
Senior said that,
Yeah. So now I'm thinking, whilst I would never look at Dubois or even in some fighters' cases at the fighter, I'm not gonna immediately feel like everyone's moral compass is up there that high in the camp. And this isn't even a mention to Don Charles. I just know that a camp is bigger than a few brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone has a specific job. So if we don't know the names and faces of certain roles, we don't know who we're talking about. So that's why I'm just like, hopefully he doesn't pop dirty, and hopefully this is just literally blip.
He won't. I think you don't even sign up. You don't sign up to pop dirty. You go.
Well, yeah. But remember, like when you flag the Vada arrangement setup, like you look at, say, when Conor Ben hadn't signed up to the program for a certain amount of time, and then there was issues going forward with certain things. So it's like if there's whispers in the camp, this might be chess move number one, and we'll see how this thing plays out.
But you know what it is? I think again, I really think this is like, you know, you got to destabilize your fighter, destabilize your opponent, or just mess with them. You know, they say things like they ask for more, they say not enough tickets for your family, just things to piss you off, to take you out of, you have to be at your optimum level. I'm surprised that it's coming from more AJ, but then what AJ's showing me now in this thing is, not like he's worried about him, but AJ has to always remind him. Dillian said it correctly. He said in that meeting, in that piece, the face-to-face, AJ had to let him know, you're still a little bro. Like you're little man. I can't let you get any bits of confidence against me. I can't have you believing at any point in this fight that you have a chance. Now, what was great from Daniel Dubois is he stayed in there. He stayed in there. He didn't really back down. There was moments when he's looking, he's like, no, you can't say that to me. But then you could tell that AJ still was the main aggressor. AJ still was the winner in their spat. So AJ was still big bro in that moment. And he has to continue to do that, because the worst thing that can happen is Daniel Dubois really gains confidence maybe in the third round. And he thinks, I'm good in here. And one thing that we've seen, when fighters see a chink in their armor and they say mentally, I know I can get to you and you can stop being the guy that we know you are. Are you with me? So if AJ can start exercising his dominance from the presser to don't be surprised if AJ doesn't push him in the face-to-face or something. Don't be surprised if AJ doesn't just let him know. Let him know this is the kid coming up.
You got to push him back into that pocket of like little brother belief. It's so real, because
you see, when your brother gets stronger, we all got brothers, Bro. I swear to you. So I'll do my one of what our one was.
Go on.
You do yours, Imagine our one's so silly because it was we're playing FIFA, playing my brother, and I'm like, game's getting a bit hard still. And then but I just get through it. But he's in the conversation. I can hear him trying to pipe up. I'm hearing my brother sound the way I'm not used to him sounding. He goes, I kind of think we're at the same level, you know, like but I could feel that he's getting good as well. But I didn't want to. I was like, are you dumb? Like, now I'm on him. Now I'm on him. Like, I'm trying to let him know, sit down. Like, we're not size. But then I could and when the confidence clicked and he goes, nah, I can definitely beat you. Now I know that like, brother, every game from that moment got harder. Every game, it was no longer, you know, it's that one when you sit back. Every game was he's here now. What's your one when you really notice?
You know what's mad? Yeah, I've even just thought of a FIFA one from maybe a couple months ago. My brother was banging on about playing FIFA, how sick he is, and and we're cut from the same cloth. He's talking from the gate. When you're ready to get washed, let me know. So I'm sitting there. I've gone around to see my sister and both of them, and that we're chilling. I said, "Yo, bring the PlayStation in here. Let's go." We're sitting down. Game starts. He goes up 1-0, 2-0. I'm thinking, oh, he weren't playing. Now I'm mad, bro. You know how I go. So I'm like, all right, say no more, bro. I get one goal back before halftime. I'm thinking, all right, cool. Second half, that trash talk has got me so mad. I figured this out. 5-2 at the end of the game. It's a game. I'm mashing man up. I'm talking wicked now because I'm like, bro, this is your pads. This is your home pads, bro. These are your control pads. I'm here. I'm busy. But what's mad is we had a boxing. We had sparring one time. So he was fighting a white collar fight, and he was training with Latif, and I was helping out with the training as well, So we'll go down, and we're just watching the training and stuff like that. Bear in mind, I'm not even training at this point. I'm just there, like doing my usual gym stuff, but no boxing is really in my life at that time. He's like, hey, let's have a little move about. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's have a little.
As well. That's because that's someone that knows. And like, let me just see what I'm going. My brother's not looking the way I know him to look.
And the thing is, we're not even. It wasn't even like that because first I was showing some techniques of shots that to kind of work on. So we're in there with gloves on anyway. And then it was just like, all right, let's just have a little thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then in my head, I'm like, you're going 50%. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna keep it calm. But I realized I got a psychological block with hitting him. So there's times where I'm seeing shots that I don't throw because I'm like, I'm gonna bang man in the face. Like, this is a madness, bro.
So, yeah.
And he's kind of got it as well. But brother, he caught me with a little shot in one of the little rounds, And just it's one of the ones that just made me kind of just do a little self-survey, like, okay, little check. Brother, his face was like, man, when I tell you, bro, in my head I'm thinking, if we don't stop now, we are going to be fighting in this gym.
But I'm telling you, and you just again, for people to understand what we just did there, the AJ thing, I'm telling you now, we all must realize, while everyone's going to lead the division, do you know who's actually going to remain with all this experience? I need to let him know. Same way Canelo. Floyd knew what was coming. Floyd has said, bring him to me now. Bring him to me now.
Right
Let
now.
me quickly work this youth because I know what that kid's going to be. I'm a gym rat. And that's I
right.
can, they say raw recognize raw. I know what that is.
That's right. It's like, he's how old? And he's fought that many? Bring him to me now.
Took his skinny, ginger head Canelo, like, would not even, and this is before he was even tanning and that. Like, this is.
And where it's mad is they were both like 49-0 at the same time. What? Bring him to me, bro. I don't need that guy to figure it out.
Anyway, man, listen, you lot, let us know. Is it AJ's team just trying to really sun and disturb the situation? Do you feel like maybe actually the Vada thing, you have to make sure AJ just protecting himself is like, let us know what you're thinking there, man. Let us know what you're thinking.
Undefeated.